Everybody, what day it is? It's the day for flannel. It's cold in my house. I'm pretty excited about that. But this is shorter sleeve flannel because it's old and not the right size for these large arms. But that's all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's get started, shall we? With our morning roll call. Morning roll call. Let's start at the beginning. Good morning, Palma and Vicky, Dieta, Denise, Ellen, Ruth Ann, Melody, Carol, Sheena, right? Donna, Linda, Pam, Susie, Jackie, Cheryl, Stacy. Hold on, I'm going too fast. Maureen, Carol Z, Jennifer, Doreen B, Marilyn, Pat, Janet, Lynn, Carmelinka, Sue, which is Peggy Sue, Linda and Pat. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. And Kay and Katie. And now I'm going to put this away. Welcome to the morning. Good morning, Jewel. Let's start with this. Let's start with everybody going over to click on the like button, thumbs up button if you know what I'm talking about. For the rest of you who are new to my channel, hello. Go click on the notifications bell because that means when I go live, you'll find out about it and you'll get to go live with me when I go live. And that's pretty exciting. All the live shows, which are these that you're in now, are saved under the live, there's an L, live section. So you can always watch them at another time as well. So click that bell and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss anything. Look at that little face that Kathy Edwards put up. That's so funny. And then make sure that if you are here right now that you click on the thumbs up button. That's the most important thing, I guess, here on this YouTube thingy-majiggy. So make sure you click this and then more people will find me. I mean, I don't know, but they say it's so I'm believing that. Then you want to go over to the quality section and click the highest quality possible, which I think is 720. And how do you do that? You go to your settings by hovering over the actual video, I believe, and go to this little gear, click on quality, and then go to 720. Okay? Look at all the cute little emojis. Somebody got one that looks like Cookie Monster, kinda, sorta. I love all those emojis. Okay, and then for those of you guys that are new here and you don't know who I am, I'm Lindsay, the creator of Cuteness. And you can go over to my website to find everything from me. Books, collage elements, classes, blah, 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 blah. There's just so much. So make sure you bookmark this page too, which is creatorofcuteness.com. And then guess where we are, you guys? We did the entire alphabet. Round of applause. Look at all the cute emojis you guys have today. That's just so colorful. So today we are on Lindsay quotes. And I know I say this one all the time. Know what I mean, Jellybean? So let's do that today. Know what I mean, Jellybean? I'm just sad that it's not jelly bean season and I have no jelly beans here. And we'll talk about jelly beans more when we get started. Then let's talk about Carmen's art and our October prompts. So as soon as I am done here, I swear to you on a bag of jelly beans that I will be going over to my computer and I will, let's make sure I'm on the highest quality, and I will be sharing this. I know I said that yesterday, but then something happened. My husband got a wild hair up his butt that he wanted to go look at some property to buy, 160 acres in our forest, and we went, and that's a long story as well, but my whole day got jacked because of that. So this will be up there with all the prompts written by Lorraine Wilson, and then this will be up there telling you how to, what you need to get going for the covering of the box, which is on September 29th. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, that's what we're covering, a Kleenex box. Do a little sneak peek. And I forgot, so let's move this. This is what we're making. So this is what we did in the past. We did this for, I forget. Why can't I remember? I think it was Hocus Pocus, but I don't know. It may not have been. But we covered a Kleenex box. It got super cute, full of tags. So here's the idea. I don't know if I'll go through all of these, but you can see the inside of the box. I didn't do it perfect. If you want it perfectly covered inside and out, I strongly advise that you paint your box a little bit on the inside, but it doesn't bother me at all. But all of this art is available on the website. So if you see anything you like here, you can go to the website and purchase some of the art. But we made tags. I think these were called 30 Wonderful Days of Halloween. I don't know. I can't remember. But the art was super cute. Cute or cute? Oh, sad. This was October 6th. We lost Eddie Van Halen. My boyfriend. Anyway, aren't they cute? So on this project, I decorated one side, and then on the other, I doodled or journaled for every day of the month. And some of these cards are double-sided. Oh, my friends and I went to the Happy Apple Kitchen. But do you see the idea that we're going to do? Letizia wants to know if she can do the long, skinny Kleenex box. Well, your tags are just going to be a different shape than ours. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Cheryl, happy birthday to you. Cheryl says it's her birthday. Oh, sad. That's when my mom went into the hospital. This says COVID on the tombstone. Anyway, you see the idea, right? I don't have to go through. Fun to go back and look at stuff. Oh, look, there's our anniversary. This is how we look now, 35 years later. I don't see any other photos. These are such sad pictures, aren't they? When everybody's got masks on. Even our faces look sad. Oh, sad. Oh, sad. Okay, anyway. What's this one doing upside down? Oh, it goes upside down. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a tag for every day of the month. It's going to fit in this box. So some of the stuff you'll want to grab is whatever paper you're going to cover your box with. If you want to put feet on it, I use little squares here, but you can get round balls. I think Palma said she's going to use dice to put feet on hers. I got to re-glue that because the whole, in fact, I could re-glue that right now while we're talking because the whole thing is falling apart. If you want any pom-poms, grab those. If you want any fringe, any ruffles, I have to sneeze. Covering it with paper, so finding your paper ahead of time would be good. All of the measurements and stuff are on that paper, I think. If they're not, well, sucks to be me. Wait, what did Anne say? Black and white dice will look perfect. Yeah, that's a great idea. What website will I find last year's project? This was actually not from here, DJB. This is from a class. And I believe somebody chime in. I think it was the Hocus Pocus class. If not, I don't remember. I don't know. But if it's saved, it would be saved on the Facebook group page. Okay? The Creative Hand Lettering and Doodling page. So this is the important part now. Just grab your box. Take all the tissues out, blow your nose 1,000 times, and there you go. Let's see. it. Yes, we're going to make tags. They're going to be tags that open this direction, tags that open this direction, tags that are accordion folded, and individual tags, single tags, Cynthia. So that is what we're doing. Okay, so today, not only will this be up on the page, but your free art from Karmelinka will be there as well. So you end up with this one and this one for free from Carmen. Thank you so much, Carmen, for helping us this year. So you can use all of these dates. Don't you love Carmen's lettering on this? It's just creepy cool. I love it. And she didn't even do very much, but it just looks, it's just so perfect with these. And then you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you get extra ones: wild, open, wonky, tired, happy, sad, out of order. And then ones that you can write your own. And then Carmen printed these on sticker paper. I just want to show you guys if I can get it to peel back. So if you want to make your own stickers, just buy some sticker paper. This is where I have trouble every time. There we go. Sticker paper. So try that. So this black skull, this white skull, this October prompt list, and the directions to get ready for this box will all be up on the Creative Hand Lettering and Doodling with Lindsay page on Facebook today. Free, 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 free. And then if that's not enough, Carmen did all of these, and these will be available for $10 because there's so many of them. Not only will you get the skulls that I just showed you, but you'll also get this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 7. Look at the crows. You can use them in rows. They'd be so cute on the outside of the box. 7 and 8. So somebody tell me what that works out to. It's less than $2 a piece for $10. You get 8 pages. So it's like, and you own these forever and ever and ever. So you can use them wherever you want. You just print them out on sticker paper, cardstock, vellum. Like how cute would, wait, where's the ghosts? Like this would be such a cute vellum overlay. Wouldn't that be cute? So that will be up on the website today. I 100% pinky promise that yesterday just got away from me. Okay, so that is coming. Thank you, Carmen, for making those for us. Jada says, I think it was early on in the pandemic. The tags sound right to me. Hocus Pocus was later. I don't remember what class it was, you guys. I hope somebody writes those things down on their projects. That would be a bright idea. I should do it. Maureen says $1.25 per sheet. Thanks, Maureen. Okay, then let's talk about other stuff. Journal Playdate is coming up October 7th, which is like in 2 stupid weeks, right? Or maybe a week and a half. I don't even know. Oy, it's crazy. October 7th, November 4th, and December 2nd is Journal Playday. This is our 11th quarter of Journal Playday. You get 1 to 3 pieces of original art every month, but this month you get 5 because I went nutso. You make a new signature book. Oh, good idea. Stacy says, look up when Eddie Van Halen died and then we will know the year. Well, that is brilliant. And I might have written it on one of the tags. I just didn't look hard enough. Okay, we'll make a new signature book each month. You'll get a 1 to 2 hour tutorial learning something new, I hope. And lots of creative ideas, all for $25 for 3 months or $8.33 per month. So here's what you get for October. You get this one. Karen says, you did a Halloween tag and box in October of 2020. I missed it just as I joined you in November of 2020. Well, thank you, Karen Denver. So you get this one, right? Cute. Same as Carmen's. You can cut these out and use it as strips. And you know what? Hold up. if you're a member of Journal Playday, you could use these on the outside of your box. And how cute would this be? I could even print this as paper and use this paper for my box. Then everybody would be so jealous that you guys would run over and sign up for Journal Playday. I might do that. Not to make you jealous, but because I really like this purple one. So I may have to print this to use on my tissue box. I just love this paper. And then there's this one. Oh, and I forgot to say that this one is available both in doodled and undoodled. So just with the stripes. This one's really pretty as just the stripes as well. Okay, so that's the paper for Journal Playday. Go sign up for that already. These are also available currently on the website under background papers. So if you want a fall box, you could use this. These are $5 for the packet of background papers that are both tea-dyed, coffee-dyed, and white. I'm trying to figure out how to do a reverse of this so it would be black on white. But I don't know that much about the computer, so maybe I'll figure it out today. I'm going to ask my son, who's super busy. And then there's this one, which would also be super cute on your box. This one's all Halloween words like pumpkin spice and everything nice. I put a spell on you. Ghosts and goblins come out to play on October's final day. Tricks and treats. The Great Pumpkin. Has all kinds of Halloween words. So it comes in color. It comes in black and white. And it comes in tea-dyed. So these are available to use on your tissue box as well. These are in the background section of my website. I have to blow my nose. Sorry. I can't think straight when my nose needs to be blown. Bodily functions. Gotta love them. Okay. This one is last. Then we had our first book club. Oh, I forgot to bring down the samples again. I'll do it tomorrow, I promise. We had our first book club, and it was so much fun. And we reviewed the book. We decided if we liked it or not. You'd have to take the class to see. And we did projects from the book. Pretty much we did one project from the book and then a bunch of projects that I found on YouTube that correlated with the book, which was exciting. So our second book club meeting will be October 27th. And I have picked the book, which I will show you in a minute. It's 4 meetings for $30, which works out to $7.50 a meeting. And we meet on Facebook. We review the book. You don't have to buy it. I've already bought it. We review the book and decide, is it a good thing? Should you go buy it? Should you just pass? You can then purchase the book from thrift books, or you could purchase the book brand new if they're still available brand new, or on eBay, or check it out from your library. I am so sorry. I'm having allergies. Linda says, would it be better to print the background on cardstock or paper to cover the tissue box? Well, paper's always easier because it's thin. So this is the book that we're doing for October. It is Birds in Watercolor, Collage, and Ink by Jeannie Salakis. And not only, I mean, I would buy this book already because it gives you really cool stuff to print out and use. But it has some great fun projects that we're going to do. I can't wait to play with this book. I've had it for years and I've never played in it. So, there you go. I just watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 to get ready for My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. And so the Greek family always says, so there you go. So now I'm saying, so there you go, all the time. So the Dying for Fall class is this Saturday, but we are having another pre-class on Thursday this week, September, I don't know what date that is. Today's the 27th, and it's Wednesday, so that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. We're having another pre-class. So in this class, it is a painty and snippy class. We're snipping a lot, so it's kind of cool. We already dyed some paper, ribbons, and fabric, but on tomorrow I'm going to dye more paper and paint paper with paints. We are going to use stencils, lace, mesh bags, etc. to get patterns onto our paper. And all of that is in a pre-class, so that will not happen on Saturday. We are pre-dyeing and prepping our papers to make stuff on Saturday. So then on Saturday, we're going to die cut some flowers, leaves, trees, pumpkins, and acorns. We already created a 3D sunflower and pumpkin, so we did that. Oh, I have to doodle a file folder. We are going to doodle some sunflowers and pumpkins. We're going to create a file folder for dyed pages, and the file folder is going to be dyed as well. We created a leaf wreath, and we are going to make our leaf garland. Not a banner, it's a garland. So we're doing a lot of stuff pre and on and maybe post class. These were the leaf wreaths that are, mine are obviously not finished yet because they need some wording inside of it. Even if it just says happy fall. This one really isn't fall, but I love it. This one, a little bitty one. And then we made a sunflower and a pumpkin from scratch, which was exciting. Love it. And then this is just a bunch of the dyed papers that we're going to be using in our projects. I also think I'm going to make a signature book with the dyed papers on Saturday, so that's exciting. And then last but not least is the creative art of holiday gifting, which isn't coming up for a while, so you have time to think about it. It is November 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 30 buckolas. And we're going to make a gratitude box and book, kindness card set, gift card holders, a lace keychain, a pendant, and a memo pad. And then we're also making bows and pom-poms and curly noodle ribbons that I saw yesterday on Instagram. Curly noodle ribbons. So we're going to do a lot of stuff for wrapping and for gift giving. Okay? So that one is coming up, up, up. All right, so let's see where we are, kids. We are pretty darn stinking far in our book because we're almost done. Here was Z yesterday with lots of spirit threads. They were a little sticking on there. That one came out really fun, and all of your Z's came out great, even the ones that were straight Z's and ones that didn't have anything to do with Z is for Zig Riders, but mine was. So now here we are on the 27th. I want to erase this because I don't want this one to show. And what was our prompt today? Why can't I remember? That's just dumb. Know what I mean, Jellybean? That's what it is. Know what I mean, Jellybean? Oh, spirit threads, you guys, will probably be in the new book that's coming out. But spirit threads are when you don't cut your threads. And a lot of, in the past, now I don't know if this is a true story. My friend Gina, who is no longer with us, owned a quilt shop called the Whistle Stop. And she taught me how to quilt. And she told me that quilters, when they left their threads hanging in certain places, maybe not all over the place like I do, like I have all my threads hanging, I don't like to cut them, that spirit threads reach out to the quilters of the past and give your quilt strength. Now, I don't know if that's true. I've never looked it up because I don't want to know if it's true. I love that she told me that, and now it's mine. I say it all the time. So that's why I leave all these loose threads. Spirit threads to reach out to crafters and paper stitchers of the past. And my friend Gina, just as a homage to her. Carmen says, who cares if it happened? So I pre-stitched a little belly band that's going to go right here. Or maybe I'll put it in the middle. I'm going to put it in the middle. I always seem to put belly bands, you know, Hope says, I am no quilter or seamstress, but I can stitch sort of straight. Yeah, not me. I don't stitch straight. I stitch wonky. Although my Janome machine makes it easy to stitch straight. It does all the work for you. So we're going to put glue on both ends of this 1" by 4" strip. Approximately 4 inches. I don't know if that's it for sure. And we're going to put it in the center because we just decided that. And no, we're not. Lift it off, Lindsay, because you forgot what you were doing. First thing we're going to do is I'm taking some ribbons. These are called ribbons. And we're going to tie them on here from the back to the front. Now I've got glue all over my table, but that's okay. Seam binding that you can purchase from zipperstop.com. And they're just going to tie like this, so they're hanging down here. This one didn't get tied very tight. Like this. But I got glue on my table now. And I'm not sure, I don't like this pink. I do like this yellow. So I stitched this beautiful thing and now I'm covering it up with ribbons. 29th is a full moon. I need full moon water. I'm out. Full moon water is another thing that we kind of made up. And now, or somebody, I thought we made it up, but somebody else is doing it all over Instagram, so maybe we didn't make it up. But if you put your if you put your water out on a full moon and the moon touches your water, the story goes here from my friend Carmen and I and a couple of my other friends, we say, if the moon touches your water and kisses it in the middle of the night, whether it is snowing, raining, or full mooning, that whatever you use that water for is just better. So we put it in jars with lids, and I do have a label on my website, which I should print it out and put it on a new jar. And let the full moon do its thing. I kind of like that one. This is, I only want 4. Oh, I do like the black. It looks good next to this one. Nope. People are copying me. I kind of think we copied them and just didn't realize that we were. As my mom used to say, you guys, and this will go into my new book, there are no new ideas, just new takes on those ideas. And we all take from each other. But I try to give credit where credit is due. Why aren't you tying for me? Oh, we can glue this down like that. Because we're only going to have 4 of these. And I think we'll scoot them closer together. Loose, but what are you going to do? I'll put the glue on. Love that about the moon water, and it's also good to manifest abundance in your life, so fill it up, moon. I agree. I love that. I'll take whatever help I can get, you know? Bring it on. Got a caught spirit thread there. Going back to the center again. All right. Then we're going to glue this, which I think I'm going to go stitch. I may have to be right back. Put this in the center, and I'm going to go stitch this. Are you guys okay to be by yourself? Can I leave you? There's no substitute teacher here, so I'm leaving you on your own. This is dirty. stitched to match the stitching on our other. So I'm going to the sewing machine. I would take you with me, but I'm not properly dressed. I'm in my jammies, as you can see. Be right back. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Almost done. One more row. Done. Coming back. Whew. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. There are 90 people watching and only 56 of you have hit the like button, so please hit the like button. This is going to go in here like this. See? Can you see? Can you? Can you? But I don't want to put it in yet because this needs to dry. It's very hard to burnish with stitching, but I'll do a little bit. The glue seeped out. Okay. Okay, so let's put that away for just a minute. Okay, now we have this, and it's going to say, know what I mean, jelly bean. Let's bring the camera down. And then we're going to make some jelly beans. Because, of course, we're going to do this very simply. I want a jelly bean up here. I'm a bean, right? Oh, straight. So I'm going to use a ruler, which I don't normally use a ruler. I don't believe in them. I'd rather be wonky. Life is not straight. It takes very many paths of wonkiness. Wonkiness and shenanigans. Know what I mean, jelly bean. Oh, so let's do it all on different rows. These are, I think, 1/2 inch. Leave it with this lettering styles or change it. But for sure, this has to push over this way. This line, I'm going under the line. Comma, jelly bean. There you go. Yesterday, so my husband and I, when we went with our kids to the lake, to our favorite lake, which is a secret lake, there was a sign up for 160 acres for sale. And in the mountains up above the cute lake that we go to. There's my jelly bean. It's pretty good. It looks like a jelly bean. Oh, Katie says, if you are looking for sweet sugar bell bottles, Michael has a 2-pack for $6.99 and use your 30% off coupon, which expires today. Yeah, don't ever buy the big ones. The little ones are way better. We've all learned that the hard way. Anyway, so my husband called the realtor on his way home from his hunting trip. And the guy he dropped us a pin. So now I know what drop a pin means. Has anybody ever heard that phrase, drop a pin? Well, he dropped us a pin, so we drove up to find it. And we drove, and we drove, and we drove, and we drove. And we finally found it. And it was stinking beautiful, but nope. Not going to buy this property out in the middle of BF nowhere up this giant hill on a dirt road with lots of rocks. So cool to see. So it was an unexpected trip that we took, and I got nothing done except on the trip, on the road, I wrote, or actually I wrote or talked into my phone with ideas that I had for the new book. And you guys gave me so many good ideas. It was fabulous. I really, really, really appreciate it. There were some really funny ones about Brent's big stick, which made me giggle a lot and made him smile, and that was good. He needed to smile yesterday. Parental units number 2, meaning my parents have passed away and we have been through all the crazy stuff with them, and now we're working on his parents. I don't mean working on, but it's getting bad. So he had some bad moments with his dad yesterday, so he needed to smile. While we were driving, the kids were texting us that it was Bootsy's birthday, which is my daughter's dog's birthday. Bootsy and Atticus are like almost the same age, so she had a birthday party for Bootsy at this place in Sacramento called Drake's, which is super fun. It's outside and there's a big lawn and these giant tractor tires that kids can play in, and it was fun. So we went down, we picked up Atticus because his mommy was working and his daddy was working, and we took Atticus. It was cool. This has to push over this way, so give it a little push. You don't always have to follow your lines, you guys. You can spell them correctly the second time around. Use your pencil lines as a guide, but you don't have to stick with them exactly. And that's crooked, so let's fix this. Buying that property, we thought it would be a perfect venue for my daughter. Oh, but then something cool happened because there's another camp up there that's not way off the freeway. It's only a few minutes off the freeway, and I found out that they rent it for private events. So I messaged the lady to see how much it would cost because they have 10 cabins, and each cabin sleeps, I'm going to put a question mark. Each cabin sleeps 10, and it's right on the lake. Oh, it would be such a lovely place for a retreat. So we'll see what she says. I don't know. It could be good, it could be bad, but I also messaged her about possibly having a wedding there because my youngest daughter is in full wedding mode, even though they're not getting married yet. I mean, they don't have any plans to get married, no engagement. He hasn't asked. He told her to propose to him. And yesterday, Atticus, we told him to say, tell Uncle Savory to put a ring on it. Oh no, I smeared it down here. So I think a black jelly bean is in order down there. Anyway, so Atticus was so cute. He says, Uncle Savory, put a ring on it. Oh, it's the funniest thing you ever heard. This first in pencil. So we weren't going to put a jelly bean here, but now we are. Good as we can cover that. I can take a little tiny bit of white and put it right there, or some dots or something. Riley, if you want to get married that bad, you know, you could propose to me. And Riley said, no, I'm not that modern. Cracked me up. Okay, let's thicken some of this up to do foligraphy. Oh, we had a good angle, Stacy. Is everything okay? Haven't heard from Stacy correcting me in a while, so you never know. Happens. It'll be years, probably. 36. She will be 30 next year. So she's anxious to so anxious. He's happy where they are, just happy. And it would be the funniest wedding. Well, first of all, he's Cambodian and he has a very large Cambodian family. And the last wedding that one of his cousins had, there were 80 family members at the wedding of his family, and she got married to a white guy, and the white guy's family had 10 people, and I said, that'll be our wedding. It'll be 80 Cambodians and a few little white people sprinkled in. And I think that's awesome. But they had a full Cambodian wedding, which is like a weekend kind of thing, like an Indian wedding almost. It was beautiful. And Riley said, nope, if we get married, it will be a Riley wedding. Cracks me up. Martin's white. You need to meet up with me for some ink. Okay, let's meet up. I gotta go to the dentist today. So, Carmen, so I can use this pen as ink. I don't have to use a dip pen. Nobody said Inktober has to be bottles of ink. Again, you guys. He says it's all good. Oh, phew. I don't want to get in trouble. Sorry, blowing my nose one more time. Pens could be ballpoint pens. Yes, there's ink in that pen. Erase this yet. So let's almost put this aside, but not quite. I want to do some thickening up with highlights here. So I've gone to a number 2 because I want jelly beans to be the most prominent thing, or jelly bean to be the word on the page. But I kind of think it needs to be thicker at the top as well for the no part, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I need to thicken anything else up there? Favorite thing I'll show you in a second that I've been not following, but seeing modern calligraphy lettering artists do on their pieces, and I'm sure there's a rule, but I don't do rules very well, so we're just going to do it the Lindsay way, which is just kind of scatter, and I'll show you in a second. Really skinny pen. Let's do a 005. And you add a little movement lines, doubles, like that, to show movement. Now, I don't know. There must be a rule to this, but it doesn't really affect my life one way or the other to follow their movement lines. it's shaking now, like. So let's do the same thing up here with this super skinny pen, and we won't thicken it up. We'll just add a movement line, or a highlight line, I guess you could call it. But when you do them kind of quick, and with a flick of your pen, rather than take time to draw them in, pretty perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my breath, and I'm gonna hope that this doesn't smear. Otherwise, we'll be making more jelly beans. So let's color those jelly beans in, and then we have to make some jelly beans, and then we're going to be all done. So I want one in like a goldish yellow color. Today, you guys, you never know what the coloring is going to bring you. That looks like the same color. I wanted it to be a little different, but is it the same? Canary yellow is the same as yellow ochre. Huh. Orangey kind of yellow here to get it a little darker. Color as well. So then we'll take a really lemony yellow and color over the whole thing to get it brighter. Kind of crazy because you can just color on top of it for a long time, which I really like. And I think down here we'll do an orangey, browny, pinky one. I don't think it has to be black to cover up that spot that's yucky. It's kind of an orangey. I need a dark orange. Maybe add some of this into here just to give a little shadow. Heard it. Oh, Lindsay, Lindsay, Lindsay. I gotta try to erase that. Nope. You see what I did? There was little shavings of pencil, and I went to brush it off. I should have used a brush, but I did not. So this jelly bean up here and this one down here is going to get some gray highlights because that'll cover it up. It'll make it like non-appear. Okay, so I was going to earlier talk about jelly beans, and don't you think it would be really good if they made fall jelly beans? Don't they make candy corn? They make Indian corn, right? So why don't you make fall colored jelly beans with bright dark oranges and greens and purples, right? Do this. Brush it away with a paintbrush. But I don't know. I mean, I think it would be awesome. Okay, so we have our new Zig writer from yesterday. Brushable, not a writer. I'm using the lighter gray first, and we may have to go to the darker gray. We covered that up. Now we have to do the same thing down here. In the way. We've already used this. Let's put it in a couple of other places. Get a little bit of highlighting going on. so you really don't see it much. Right over our, what do you call it, lines? Movement lines in there. Hold on, can you see? They're not yucky, Kathy. They used to be my favorite. You know what? My palette is kind of changing. My favorite is the white ones now. Why is that? I don't have any answer why that is. We're going to add some color in some of this lettering. Some of you yesterday said I have to put something in my new book about lettering and buttons, because apparently I say those words funny. My husband and I had an argument a couple of weeks ago, and then we had to look it up. You know, you can look up pronunciations of words online. So we looked up saying the words, or the word syrup, because I used to say syrup, and he says syrup. And I'm like, it's not syrup. And he said, yes, it is. Well, guess who's right? He is. It's syrup. Yeah. But I say lettering, and I know I say it because somebody said it to me one time, and I don't want to say her name because she's a nice person, and I'm not making fun of her. I did love the way she said lettering. She was English, and she still is English. She's not dead. And I just loved how she said lettering. Thought it was the cutest. But button, I've always said button. Oh well. Make fun of me if you want. I understand. Colors, because it's all one word, really, jelly and bean. That's why it's in the same lettering style. Always use a lighter color to kind of fill in, kind of smooths it out. Katie says Jelly Belly makes, oh, I don't like Jelly Bellies. They have nasty flavors. You never know what you're going to get unless you pick and choose your colors really well. Like, I don't want any barf jelly beans or those Harry Potter jelly beans. No. I only want the good flavors. So, like, I don't want popcorn jelly beans. Okay, I love this. It's very simple. Let's put it in here, and then we'll move on to our jelly beans. Cute, right? So now we have all of this fluffy stuff. And I've got some papers here. And we're just going to cut some jelly beans. Let's try this one to begin with. Carmen says, I love buttered popcorn jelly beans from Jelly Belly. Gross. I think this is the same color on both sides, but I'm just going to hand cut these. But if you guys need to draw your jelly bean on there first, I totally understand. And we're going to take the end of these ribbons after we cut them down just a bit, because I want them hanging out of the bottom. I just don't want them like crazy out of the bottom. Haircut. This one looks like definitely like a lima bean. Carmen and Rebecca are now besties because they both like buttered popcorn. Ugh. Pecan for pecan. Isn't it pecan or pecan? Pecan? I don't know. All right, so we're just taking these jelly beans and we're going to glue them to the ends and we're going to have danglies. Because somebody yesterday said I don't do enough danglies. Yeah, I don't like this, so that's a problem. Hang on. Let go of me, jelly bean. Thick. There we go. Okay, this is going to be super cute. Look at this pretty paper jelly bean. So here's the thing, you guys. Hopefully you know this by now. If you're going to make a jelly bean front and back that has the same pattern and you're cutting out two at one time, you want to put them as they would go, front and back. Does that make sense? I do have nail polish on, Carmen, but it's just clear. Because we all know Fabrifix ruins your nail polish. Let's bring the camera up a bit. It's a little too close. Ruth Ann likes it also, Carmen. You've got a group started of popcorn, jelly bean, caramel, what'd you say? Caramel popcorn? Ugh. But I also don't like pumpkin spice, so I guess I'm a weirdo. Spice anything. I like to draw pumpkins. But that's about it. Here's a black jelly bean. Carmen says, "You are my weirdo." You guys, nothing happened yesterday except for car trips. And Atticus telling Savory to put a ring on it. That was pretty cute. Lima beans a little bit. Glue on the right side, or you'll have rogue jelly beans. To look for the Jelly Belly fall versions, but it just does not sound exciting to me. Oh, Susie loves black jelly beans. There you go. My mom was the black jelly bean girl. So I started liking them because she liked them. I like them. I just don't want a whole bag of them anymore. But I always love them when you're eating jelly beans and you get a black one. It's like, oh, licorice happiness. You're looking forward to for Halloween? I can tell you what candy I'm looking forward to, because I buy a bag every year. Well, aside from candy corn, which I don't know if I'm going to buy any this year. I got so much. You guys sent me so many bags of candy corn last year. I kind of got sick on it because I ate them all. You know, you got to eat what people send you and give you. But I'm looking forward to those mallow pumpkins. Do you know what I'm talking about? That are the little, like marshmallow pumpkins. These are going to be skinny. This will be a super skinny one. You get the idea. We'll put it on the yellow one. Carmen says someone sent me frogs last year. Well, that's fun. Like gummy frogs? Did I send you those? I don't know. I like gummy frogs. Anyway, my favorite are the mallow pumpkins. I'm going to go get some. Anne says, I keep admiring the variegated thread on the card and belly band. I must treat myself to a spool of it. Yeah, you can buy it in lots of different variations. I have like blacks and whites. I have a bunch of variegated greens, a variegated blue, but the rainbow one is by far the cutest. How many more do I need? 3. 3 moss. Jelly bellies. Jelly beanies. Somebody asked, how do you keep scraps this small? I don't. I throw these away. My scissors is so sharp. I look once a week on eBay for more of these, just in case someday they ever die on me. They're the best scissors I've ever owned. If you ever get those scissors that are cheap, like $4 scissors from the craft store, and they just eat it up, eat your paper up, throw them away and treat yourself to a $19 pair of scissors. It will make your life so much happier. In here, for those of you guys getting ahead of me, we're going to need a little shadow line on our jelly beans. Gated thread. I think you can buy it on fabric.com, possibly Amazon. Let me see if I can find the name. It starts with a Y. Hang on. L-I. Those are the initials of the company. I don't know what that stands for, but Y-L-I. And then you can buy your own. They make lots of variegations. Joanne's has some, Carmen says. This shape is not very jelly bean-like. This kind of looks like a kidney bean. Don't care. Rebecca says, I love my Guggenheim scissors. Best $25 I ever spent. I don't know anything about those. I have a Ginger scissors, and I love my Ginger, but they're only for fabric. Okay, one more. Uno más. I think we'll do the yellow because I don't have another color paper. So we'll have to double up. Yes, YLI variegated thread. That's it. We sell it at Ben Franklin if you want to go over. I say we like I still work there. I do not work at Ben Franklin. Sell it at Ben Franklin if you want to go over there. Companies make it. I will just say the YLI thread is very hardy, sturdy. It holds up nicely to my abuse of stitching. Guess what we need? highlights. Time to highlight our jelly bellies. Do you cut aluminum foil to sharpen your scissors? Pat wants to know. I find when I try to sharpen anything that it is not a good idea. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at them all hanging down there. I love this. Little smile for a highlight line. And I'm using the new Signo pen that I bought, but it stays juicy for a long time. So you have to be really careful not to put your hand through it. Sometimes I will do a smile like this and a dot. So we'll do some like that. Posca takes a long time to dry, but this one does too. So here you can see the smile again. And put it towards the bottom, towards the top. You just want a little kind of a highlight. There it is, smeared, because I pushed it on the table. Smile. I probably smeared the other side. Yeah, you got to hold it up, Lindsay. Do not push it on the table. Hold on. Nope, I'm good. Ugh, I almost smeared the whole thing. Okay, go away. The black I have to be very careful of. So I can put this side on the table, but the other side has to be held up in the air. Or wait. Waiting is probably a good idea. Oh, I just got ink on there. Oh well. This is a belly flop. Do you know that when you go to the Jelly Belly factories, they have belly flops, they're called? We'll do one side of all of them, and then we'll flip it over. Flops, when they are not perfectly Jelly Belly size or shape. Of Jelly Belly flops, and I hate those more than anything because you're just diving into crazy colors and tastes. Ick. Finish. No, didn't get finished. Is near where we live, so we have gone to tours there, which is kind of fun. Can't wait to take Atticus. I mean, but they don't let him have sugar, so maybe I can wait to take Atticus. Soccer ball on the field that was there when we got there, and Atticus started playing with it, and then another little boy came, and his mom said, "Is that his ball?" And we said, "No, it was just there." And she said, "Is it all right if he plays with it?" And we said, "Yes." And Atticus came running and took it right out of his hand. And we made Atticus, well, my daughter, the teacher, went over and took care of it, which was lovely. But she made Atticus say he was sorry and give it back. And Atticus stood there for the longest time and wouldn't say he was sorry. He finally did. Okay, some of those are kind of messed up, but I'm going to leave them anyway. What can you do? Okay. Let's shake these jelly beans down. Look how cute that is. This one got really messed up, but you know, what can you do? I was in a hurry. So there's our jelly bean hanging downy thing. And here is, know what I mean, jelly bean? Oh, we need some white dots in there. That's why you audition it before and after. Let's use the Posca pen so it doesn't get its feelings hurt that it wasn't used today. That. Maybe the jelly bean needs polka dots. Maybe just a few. Posca pen better, I think, but that's Carmen says it's hard to say you're sorry when you're not. There you go. Know what I mean, jelly bean? And then we have all our cute little hangy jelly beans. And I could smear this whole thing, so I'm not going to put it back in there yet, but you understand that it slides in. Oh, pardon me. Did you catch the play on words here that this is a belly band, by the way, for the jelly bellies? Get it? Jelly bean bellies. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this. Let's look at what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is the 28th, and it's Be a Good Human. Oh, that's going to be a fun one to do. Be a good human. So that's tomorrow. And for today, I will say au revoir. Or so long, or adios. Or I'm going to split this scene and go do something else before I have to go to the dentist. Which is funny because we're talking about jelly beans. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll see you later, alligator. And please share your jelly bean cards on the Facebook group so we can all see and tell you how amazing you are. Okay? I love you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.